You sent out the rap signal. Y'all know what it is. The Shiz-Nit talent going live on YouTube. Who else out the gutter survive like we do? It is what it is, and it's all it's gonna be. So go and bring your talent and send it to Miss C. Blue Rag, the C-Lo Beast, they got heat. We live every night, tune in and take a seat. All we doing is looking for talent. If that's a challenge, sing, rap, bring that. It's all about a balance. Comedians gotta be funny. Had me laughing and gasping and holding my tummy. At last we can pass them and get to the money. Nobody wanna be broke though, looking bummy. Cause in the rope finna go viral. Let me make sure I tune in wherever I go. Thanks to the internet, you can hear in Chicago. Overseas, all the G's, they can feel me. That's right, y'all. The Shiz-Nit talent on YouTube. Hosted by Blue Rag, Miss C-Note, and Steve-O B. Bring your talent, y'all. Music review Mondays. Talent turn up Tuesdays. Greatness on display Wednesday. Push the line of respect on Thursday. Singers, rappers, comedians, anything you do. Don't forget, Instagram and Facebook too. It's DJ Slim, y'all. Signing out. The Shiz-Nit talent.
Y'all already know what to do. Is your talent boo boo or is it the Shiz-Nit? I'm your host, Blue Rag, a brother leaving unity everywhere, respect as given, greatness. How you doing, Mr. Stilo Beats? What's up with you, my brother?
Doing good, Blue. Doing good. Happy to be here once again on the Shiz-Nit Talent TV. You know how we do it.
That's right. I love it, man. I love it being here too, man. I want to welcome everybody on up in here. I see everybody coming in. We got a legendary show tonight. We got the legendary DJ Silky D in the house, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down. The first lady of Uncle Jam's Army. We need everybody to come in here. And when you get in here, I need y'all to start sharing the link. Get it out to everybody, y'all. We going up tonight. We got a legend in the house, and we definitely want to welcome her here. As soon as she get up in here, I just need her to go up to the top, into the chat. It's right there at the top. And she can come right on in. It's going down right now, ladies and gentlemen. How everybody doing out there? It's a beautiful time to be alive right now. Hey, we got a legend in the house, man. I can't wait to talk to her. Hey, man, I've been looking up some of the things that she's involved in, and I mean, wow. Hey, it's greatness on display. Always right here on the Shiz-Nit Talent TV. What's up, Stilo? We waiting on our homegirl, Miss C-Note, to come in. She should be here shortly, too, as well. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we just want everybody to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share this out to somebody you love. Let them know what's going down tonight. Right here on the Shiz-Nit Talent TV. What's happening with you, man?
Man, you know, like you said, the legendary coming in today, Miss Silky D. Man, the thing she's done in the past, man, to now is just a long, long history of hip hop, man, and it's a beautiful thing.
Greatness, yeah.
Here today, for real. Wow, just a blessing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. How did you discover her, or how did she discover you?
Well, like I said, you know, remember Rock Box we had a couple of weeks ago? Man, he's the one that ended up, guess giving her my number. She called me on the news, and I talked with her, and you know, one thing led to another, and she's coming in on the show tonight. You know, and it's a blessing to have her here.
Definitely. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. See how God worked miracles in a snap of a finger, just like that. She's an angel, a blessing coming into the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? To grace the stage, to share with the world what she do and how long she been doing it, and everything else that go along with that, and what kind of businesses she have right now. All types of businesses. I mean, what kind of work she doing in the community? Hey, we want to see it and hear it all right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. So I'm asking everybody right now to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Share this out with somebody you love. It's going down right now, ladies and gentlemen. I think this might just be her coming up in here, but I want to give a shout out to everybody. Yeah, that's in here right
No,
now. I see everybody up in there for sure, for sure. Absolutely. How you doing, Miss C? Know what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? Everything's
Um,
going good. The show is rolling. We on. Everything is live. It's a good time tonight. It's finna go down. Hey, everybody coming in. We already got people in. They sharing it. They liking it. They subscribing. Everything is happening live right now. We can't complain. God is in front of all of this. So I want to thank him and give him all the honor, glory, and praise right now in front of the world. I'm letting y'all know we got a legend tonight. DJ Silky D. Yes, coming in. Soon as she come up in the chat, and we're gonna direct her in on how to come on up in here. That's the most easiest way to do it. And so we just waiting on her. So she give us a little time and she'll be right on up, y'all. Great thing. So how you doing today, Miss C Note?
I'm doing great.
Mm-hmm.
welcome back, Messino.
Okay.
Well, thank
Okay.
you. Um, I'll explain it to you all later.
Okay.
Okay. It's all good. You still here. Everything is lovely.
Welcome to the Shiznit, Miss Silky
I
D.
can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
Yeah, I'm working this thing out, you know.
It's a plum pleasing pleasure. It
How
is
you guys doing?
definitely an honor. Hey man,
Oh
God is
wow.
so enough good. All I can say is thank you for
Thank you.
stopping by, showing up to the Live is Live on YouTube, the Shiznit Talent TV, and you are a legend. You are a queen. I want to give you all your flowers and your,
Yeah, and
upliftment right
you
now,
know what? I
today.
appreciate you guys.
Hey, it's a
Seriously, I
beautiful
really
thing.
appreciate you, and I'm
Absolutely,
just blessed that
absolutely.
you have contacted me. Actually, so I'm honored because you guys. I was checking you guys out. You guys got a hell of a show.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's right.
And but you are what? A hell of a woman, an angel in present view right now. How
I
have you been
appreciate
doing
that, man.
over all these years you've been in the game? Starting out,
Yeah,
just starting out.
shoot, over 40 years now.
Wow.
Over 40
Are you
years being in
kidding
this
me?
game and, representing hip hop and also being a Black woman on top of that, doing a lot
Mhm.
of first breaking barriers, had many closed doors, of course, you know. Um, I'm just really grateful because it's all about serving and being a pioneer of hip hop in every way. Yeah.
No, absolutely. You are absolutely correct in a whole
Yeah.
bunch of ways. Wow. So you've been
Yeah.
in this game for 40 years and you are the first lady of what? Uncle Jam's Army? The
First
first
lady of Uncle
female
Jam's
DJ
Army,
on the
their only
West Coast?
female in the group. I was also the voice on Dollar Freak that Uncle Jam's Army released out. And
Mm.
which, that put really Uncle Jam's Army on the map besides the Yes, Yes, Yes. And
Mm-hmm,
from
mm-hmm.
there was blessed to be on the same stage with Data Cat and, oh my God, Dream Team, Egyptian Lover, of course, Ice T, Atlantic Star, Run DMC and Houdini,
Wow.
So yeah, to just be a part of that and be a part of history, since this is the 50th anniversary of hip hop is just incredible. It's I can't really I'm stuck and describe the words to be a part of that history. And I've met so many great people who are no longer here just as well as here. It's
Mm.
just a good vibe and good feeling because of them knowing who I am and doing a lot of things that we didn't do as women or had as many women. Because I started in 78.
Mm.
Yeah, Jazzy Joyce started in 83 in New York, who they
Mm-hmm.
considered the first female DJ of the East Coast. And I didn't, got with, KJLH had announced me as the world's first female DJ. So
Mm. You
then
got that
from
accolade. Wow, that's beautiful. That's
yeah,
greatness. That's greatness on display.
and then from
Wow.
there I got with K Day when I came a part of performing with Uncle Jam's Army. So I became the first female mix master for K Day.
Oh,
Mm.
that's so
And
dope. What were some of the challenges faced as a female DJ? Because that's a male dominated.
Oh, you had luck. I literally had to use my brothers. They probably laughing about it in the West Coast to take my mixtape and bring it to a club because promoters did not, they did not promote any. They did not. Well, they didn't see us being involved. I'll put it to you that way. And so, yeah, many doors was closed when I tell them, or laughed at telling them that I am a DJ. So we turned around and came up with a plan for them to take my mixtapes because DJs back in the day created mixtapes to show their talent for the club owner to want to hire you.
Mm.
And sent mines in. And voila. I mean, I've DJ'd at a lot of clubs, Mingos,
Wow.
Little J's, the Red Onion. No one knows some of these names, the Chauvenet, Oscos, the famous Oscos. That's when I met Donnie Simpson when he was leaving here to go and
Mm.
create Video Soul, which was really dope.
Wow.
Yeah, I performed at high profile Beverly Hill clubs like at the mall, at the Beverly Hills Mall. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there were two big, huge club, three, they had the world. And yeah, have been there to do my thing, let alone start becoming an audio owner with my
Mm.
boyfriend at the time. And we created Secret Weapon Sounds, which a lot of DJs have come and rented equipment, not just equipment, but, I had lights too as well.
Mm-hmm. The
Well, I
strobe
just
lights,
want you
all
to.
the disco
Yeah.
lights, yeah.
Yeah,
Go.
and to be a female to carry, I mean, our equipment was, everything was super heavy, right?
Yeah.
And here I
And
am
back then,
carrying my crates of records
I was just
and
about
my
to say that.
turntables in a pair of pumps in a mini skirt.
Wow.
So, you
Doing
know,
your thing.
that video that Mariah Carey did showing her on the treadmill and some pumps, you best believe it. Back in my day, I was definitely wearing pumps and carrying heavy equipment.
Wow, how
Yeah.
amazing. Hey, do DJs play a major role in artists' career and why? If yes, why? Can you explain that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Because I couldn't hear you.
Do
Please forgive me.
DJs play a major role in
Oh, most
artists'
definitely.
career? If yes, can you explain why?
Yeah, well, DJs to me should have the most highest respect due to the fact they're the first to get there. They have to set up their equipment. You feel what I'm saying? And prepare for the artists that are anyone else that's coming on stage. And guess what? At the end of the day, they're the last to leave out.
Mm,
We have to work. I mean, they come there to work, not just being a DJ. I mean, of course, when you get a certain status, you might have someone come and bring your stuff in, or you're also part of the perks of they will already have a system there for you to just bring your laptop now, right? Or
mhm,
your
mhm,
turntables. But yeah, we're the first to be there to make sure that everything is checked out. We want to make sure that the sound is great. To be able to understand the crowd, what type of music they should play, and to be able to keep you on the dance floor for one, and everybody having a good time. So it's a major role for the DJs. We're not just workers, but we're promoting the artists.
mhm, mhm.
We're making that connection for that artist to become bigger than big. You know, as we say, the Pied Pipers, right? We're the ones who's putting it in their brains for everybody to want to have that record, or creating a certain mix that would make a person want to buy that record. So yeah, we hold the biggest responsibility when it comes
And
down
most
to this
DJs
kind of
now
game.
are producers. Are you a producer as well? Do you produce music?
I actually have produced, direct,
Wow. No, let
engineer.
it be
I
known.
mean,
Let the
I do
world
have
know.
that in my, yeah, I do have that in my background. Being a DJ, that's the other thing what I love about being a DJ. You're not limited.
Mm.
You know, you able to learn hands-on experience of the curiosity of doing what you're doing. I don't realize it, that the basic arts of DJing is becoming a great producer and engineer.
No, talk about it. Let us know. I want to know. This is deep.
Yeah, well, you know, now we have the controllers, right? But the skill itself, I mean, on a set of turntables and with the mixer, you know, you have to count first of all, you have 4 lines. So you're basically getting the pre-beginnings of it. Those 4
Mm.
lines go on to duplicate into a 6-track,
Mm-hmm.
an 8-track, 12-track, 24-track. And I have experience
64
being
and
on a
so on and so on.
48 channel board.
Mm.
That when you duplicate the numbers, you see what I'm saying? I'm learning how to adjust. The other thing is well, with the benefit of the controllers, now you guys have buttons and knobs. So you're able to fine tune, learning about gain, learning about whether to bring the horns up, learning to, you know, how you hear it through your ear. Your ear is trained to that. Also, as a beginner of a DJ, you also, well, for old school DJs, we could hear something and tell you how many beats per minute because we were trained off of vinyl. You know,
Mm.
we had to figure it out. You know how we slamming in the beats per minute on a record or the speed of a record. The controller now or the computer automatically syncs you up. So you don't have
Mm.
to think, you know, how many beats per minute, or if you have something that is not the same beats per minute, to learn how to bring it up or bring it down. We learned that off of turntables. You see what I'm saying? And a board mixer. So those are all the basics, and that's why it's important to have the elements still to learn the art of DJing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of your buddies came up in here. I think this is him. Although that's Bailey.
What's up, Bayleaf? Much
You know,
respect.
you know, you know, I was gonna get to that. That's beautiful. He popped up in here.
That's
Silky
what's up, because
D.
I haven't seen my brother in a minute, but
Silky
I
D.
be clicking every now and then on social media.
Mm-hmm. Good to see you.
That's right.
Same here, brother. You
I
know
want to
that.
tell you
Likewise,
something.
all love.
I was so excited to hear that you were coming on because I used to use my sister ID to go to Uncle Jam's parties. So when I found out that you were going to be here, I was like, "Oh my God, you brought back so many memories, so many good memories." So thank you for coming here and blessing us. Thank you
Oh
so
no,
much.
it's definitely Blade. Well, Uncle Jim's Army was, it was very special. Not just the group itself, but the fact that the community. It didn't matter where we were. We have that love. And what's the trip is that we didn't serve alcohol. It was just, and this is the reason why the youth was able to come to the sports arena and the Veterans Auditorium, because we didn't serve alcohol. It was hot dogs and sodas.
See, I
And
thought I was
definitely,
doing
we
something.
rarely had any fights because one thing that the males did is like announce, all these women up in here and y'all tripping. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tripping, like, shouldn't be no fights going on. There's plenty of women. A lot of our dances started out of Uncle Jam's Army, like the big booty contest, the pretty legs, just the freak contest. A lot of that came into the play with Uncle Jam's Army, and it was just massive massive crowd to have, you know, great, much respect to Roger Clayton, along with McGee and those who backed the financiers who backed Uncle James. I mean, I would say to pack an arena to just
Could
be
you
a
give us a number
DJ and
about how
dance, you know,
many?
DJ
About how
crew
many?
was incredible.
About how many? Excuse me for cutting you off, but
Oh my
how many?
God. I would say we were at least anywhere from three to 6,000. I would at least say that.
Wow,
You know,
that's a lot
it
of
was
people
nothing
to
like
be
it back in
partying.
that day.
Yeah.
We didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
We were,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the only crew to do so. I
Wow.
mean, you know, the Bobcat, Egyptian Lover, Battle Cat, Kid Cat, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These type of DJs that came from DJ competitions, battle competitions that we had back in the day, you know, to be the first, to be the fastest scratcher and the whole bit. This is history that nobody knows about, where they get all of that from. Besides, you know, much respect to DJ Scratch and Theodore and Flash and the whole bit. But here on the West Coast, we actually had those that was just hands down.
Phenomenal.
Joe Cooley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hands down.
DJ
We
Aladdin,
have
a
to
lot
have
of
that
them.
respect to them. And I scratched back in the day as a female. I wouldn't say that I was as fast as them, but yes, I did scratch, transform at that time. And then I passed down my legacy to my daughter. I made her the first youngest DJ in history. She started at the age of 10. Managed her career with B2K and the other group before B2K, right? And man, she's still on top of her game, and that's DJ Spark. You guys should check her out.
Yeah, we let her have her on the show. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, like
That is
that's, you know, she
amazing.
carried on my legacy, and I got more into getting involved with the community and doing events, those type of things. Yeah.
And what type of events have you already done or
Oh
created
my
or that
God, I
you're
did.
working with right now? I know it's
I
a
was a part of
plethora of them.
Radiotron, the 33rd and the 35th, you know, reunion. I did Battle Cat Day in Leimert Park, you know, earlier last year.
I remember that.
Look, it'll be, another hour of everything that I have done. As far as being a part of creating, being, you know, part of a dynamic team of doing big events and festivals. Also, I was a part of the road show that Universal Hip Hop Museum brought down here last year. That was super huge, which we're now in the midst of planning the 50th anniversary of hip hop here for the West Coast in June. So I'm grateful to be a
Where's it
part
going to
of
be
that
located?
package as well.
Wow. Yeah, let us get involved in that. Where is that going to be and when is it being held? In June, you said, right?
Okay. Well, you know what? That's a great idea. You know, I'll make sure, you know, we send you out the media package on top of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So make sure you give me an email. Yes. Also, I'm in the midst. Got another one for you. Right now, I'm planning. I'm part of a team that we're doing a DRC DJ and MC battle, along with. I'm grateful to be a part of Cannabis Expo. So we're creating the tour across the United States and then working some things over in the global world because I'm an international hip hop ambassador. So I'm also
Greatness on
responsible in
display.
recruiting some global ambassadors that stand up for human rights, of course, in the 5 elements of hip hop.
Wow. And can you name the 5 elements of hip hop?
Oh, well, let's see. We got it. DJing. See, now, DJing,
That's the
let's see.
first.
The MC, right? The break dancing, pop locking, so to speak. Did I say DJs first? Okay, of course, the 5th element is knowledge. Graffiti. Thank you.
Graffiti. Yeah.
which
Absolutely.
I
Wow.
also do yearly at my own foundation, which is called, we do the graffiti every year in August right there at the 5 Points Youth Foundation. So I get graffiti artists from around the world to come and paint an alley that used to be known as Murder Alley. And I wanted to change that mindset. So like I said, it's all about hip hop for me. 100.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with the homeless. Uh, Also give out information to provide great paying jobs. Have helped many in the industry, getting housing.
Mm.
So, I just do the works of the supreme greatness. You feel
That's
me?
beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
Greatness on display, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. Hey, I'm loving this. Stilo, do you have any questions for him? Man, I thank Rockbox. I thank you, Stilo. I thank you, Miss DJ Silky D, for even just honoring the fact that the connections were made and y'all connected and now you're here. I love it. God is good. That's what I
Thank
call that
you.
miracle that happens because it happens just like that. That small little thing from a phone call, and it all happens.
That's
Wow.
true. Yeah, Rockbox. That's what's up. I thanked him too. I was like, that's what's up, because all I know is I got a text. And I
And so, how did
responded
you
to a
meet
text. Yeah.
Rockbox? How did you meet Rockbox?
Well, we've been knowing each other, for years. Like I see a lot of, artists are met a lot,
Many artists, yeah.
in my lifetime. And man, Rockbox is not only is he's considered the West Coast human beatbox,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
here. Yeah. He's done a lot of great things as far as the community is concerned. He has supported my organization. And I'm just grateful, of him being a good friend in my life and, the mission that he's
Thank
on,
God.
considering his challenges. We
Mm.
all have been through some challenges, and that's why we all, support health and wellness and hope that we give that message as being who we're supposed to be as the elders or the pioneers, so to speak,
Absolutely.
to pass that down. Because a lot of us, I would say hip hop is the ages they're close to 50, and then, of course, in their 60s or older.
Mm-hmm.
And, they got to get their health together. So for him to deal with his health issues and still showing he's standing and surviving is greatness.
Nothing
Like,
but the miracles
myself,
of God.
I
Nothing but
suffered a
miracles.
stroke last year,
Whoa.
and,
Thank you, Jesus. Glory to God that you
having
are
that
here.
faith and determined to be the test tube baby, so to speak. you know, on faith, using holistic medicines, um, keeping my therapy up, and that mindset to put my health first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Above all things, and just be the example, of what that means when you walk out on faith and when you do the right things to heal yourself, heal your body and a whole bit. And we're all not, and I know that we're all not numbered and we all have our own time clock, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the point of it is that you can be walking examples or inspiration for those who are having those same type of challenges or have family members they are taking care of or dealing with to how to help them. So
I was
I
gonna say,
found that a blessing within myself because I have helped. There, we got a lot of people in the game that if it was not for them to call me and to tell me their experience of their survival of the same type of health issue that I got, I don't think I would be, you guys would be talking to me right now.
that's
So
what I
I
was gonna
have
say.
to,
You
keep recycling. See, we have to recycle those type of blessings, those gifts, and
mm-hmm.
pass it down. That's how we benefit than to be looking for an entitlement, like you owe me something.
Mm-hmm.
We have to realize our blessings and opportunity. And all I would want is for you to spread that love to someone else that, needs that opportunity. So
Absolutely. Reciprocate the love. But what I was going to say is that you are a miracle walking. God had laid that on my heart to say right when you got to saying that. I'm like, wow. So to sit here with a legend such as yourself is totally an honor. Hey, I'm elated. I'm so excited right now. I
I'm
get
trying not to
excited. They know
cry,
what I
but
be
you know,
doing.
it's
Yeah, don't trip. Hey, if you have to, go ahead. It's okay.
yeah,
You here with
it's
blessed
just that,
people.
you know, hey, God is love for real. We don't believe
Absolutely.
it. You know, you cannot see to really see the benefits of it or understand. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all of us need to be changed because we've been so programmed, right? And misguided and miseducated in every way. So we can't judge anyone. You know, we
Mm-hmm.
have to stop that negative energy of being a hater or the whole bit. It could be that person is dealing with a lot of issues as
Absolutely.
opposed to are not acknowledging their narcissism or their jealousy that makes them want to be a hater. When we embrace and work with each other and happy for each other, the outcome is beautiful all the way around. You have less drama, you have less hearsay, you know, the whole 9 yards. Like, I really don't care. All I
Mm-hmm.
care about is doing good and getting out there. I understand, yes. Am I the first? Literally, I am the first, as far as West Coast history is concerned, you know, and I hear the world. And I understand because of the competition, the
Mm.
threat, because amongst my brothers, yeah, they were threatened. You know, they'd never seen a female DJ before. You feel what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that's out in the back of their head. Well, she could be taking my gig or whatever the case may be. And it wasn't like that for me. I just took what was given to me and I did so, you know, in that opportunity. And if it's anyone else that wanted, one thing I could say, I'm sorry to cut that out. One thing I could say about DJs, we really have love for each other. We really have respect for
Mm-hmm.
their art, their craft, and how long, you know, we have love for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a problem if someone in a higher fame came in and wanted to get on my tables. You feel what I'm saying? I don't look at
Mm-hmm.
that as a threat or as something being taken away. I'm honored that they
Mm.
shared the table with me.
Mm.
So, you know, I want to put that out there. That's one thing I
Absolutely.
can at least say about, you know, the West Coast family or the royalty. We really do have love for each other
Unity.
and
Yeah.
respect, and the fact that this is the only way how we make money or keep generational wealth is doing business with each other. Or maybe
Mm.
we're not able to at the time to show up. Don't mean that I'm hating on you or, you know, this kind of thing. We have to get out of that negative mindset in every way because it's ruining the business, what I see here. And also I see a lot of these young men are being killed
Mm.
behind it.
That's what we're trying to change.
And with all of this mess, guess what happens? Then we can't do business. You know why? Because certain cities and certain neighborhoods don't want you to do a show there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't do an event because of what is going on. Creates
Mm-hmm.
this fear madness, and guess what? It takes the money. It saps the money out of the community. Not only that, it saps the money out of small businesses.
Mm.
And it leaves the bigger moguls to make all the money off of us because people feel safe. Get the hell out of
Wow.
here. That's the whole point why I preach about, I would say preach, but why I advocate
Mm-hmm.
about taking care of your neighborhood, watching out, you know, being responsible, being accountable. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? Then to, and if there's any issues, then it's time for you to talk to somebody or be that supportive to say, man, you know, you tripping or, you know, you tripping, give them the right guidance, then to jump on the bandwagon to see some, excuse the expression, bullshit go down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These are people's lives that are being affected by here. And I, you know, I can't, I can't, I can't be a part of destroying us. That's
Mm-hmm.
me. I can't be a part of that. So I show love on both ends. I do. I don't have any problem. I go and, I got love for them and I'm on. And I don't support, like, want to hang out or promote business, promote music that's just all negative. Now, that type of music, I rather promote it to some film crew, film production or something like that, because it has a place.
It does. It
It has
does.
a place for
Absolutely.
those who are creative, making movies and stuff. But to get out here to continue to be these type of images and characters that, I'm watching I'm just, it's not good. I've never seen so many deaths behind this culture that we have, from my time. And man, we have to go back to having a good time, having fun, making money. Our children make money, where it pleases our grandparents or whatever, getting them to get up and do their thing. I'm just saying we have to go back to that. We have to balance the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're right. No, that's what we're about over here on the Shiznit Talent TV, trying to set a new narrative as the new gatekeepers, putting God in front of it for him to run the industry
That's
this
why
go
you get
round.
my support.
No, I'm serious. That's what we're
My
about over
backing.
here. We
I'll
have to
take you
do that.
I'll take you there, as the word
Yeah,
say.
we have to do it like that because
Yes.
hey, if we don't, the future is going to be ruined. And see, so we trying to pay it forward by simply leaving this information back for anybody who may run across it or discover it. We talking to a legend, somebody who was the first. You know what I'm talking about?
Man.
That deserves Guinness Book. That deserves everything. You understand what I'm saying?
It was hard, it was work, but I loved it. I loved it.
Oh
It was
yeah, it's a
work.
beautiful
And it was,
thing. I
I
mean, I'm
loved
happy
it
to
even
have
more
you on the
because I had to
show.
prove to them, I wasn't some chick, whatever. I mean, when I went on the road to be the music director for Tina Marie and Gap Band and all of them, I mean, my first year as a consultant, the guys in that big industry did not respect me. They actually thought I was screwing the promoter. But when they found out
that you wasn't,
mad respect for those. Oh, most of them, they thought, some chick, she just probably screwed him out, and this is the reason why she got this title. But when they saw that I knew my equipment, that I know how to, fly speakers as well as get down, get dirty, pull some cords out, which I had to do. True story, when I write my book, actually was at the San Diego Convention Center. And this is when Charlie, he was in his drug scene and they couldn't find him. I had Cameo, Tina open up, Gap Band was second, and then Cameo was the highlighter in San Diego. And they could not find him. And to understand in the concert world, when things go overtime, there's a city ordinance fine that you don't want your promoter to get, okay? Or to lose your job, basically. And Tina got out there, they couldn't find him. The band was talking about, we'll get him out, because I was just going to shut it down because we would have had a riot. They came out, the crowd went crazy. Then the crowd started booing because, of course, they just was playing. Then Tina came out, that made them get excited again. And it was like 20 minutes left on that promote. They finally found Charlie. And man, when I say this man, despite of his lowest of low, got out there and just instantly came like a god alive on stage.
Yeah.
It was amazing, but I had to prove myself at the time because his 20, that 20 minutes was up. So I almost got, my crew just wasn't listening to what I was saying by me being their boss, right? I had a 17-man lighting and sound crew. And I said, turn the sounds off, like cut the sounds off. And they was like, oh no, but we took out the bass. I was like, oh no, he's got to get off the show tonight. So I went around the stage and I started yanking out the cords from the speakers. On top of, almost had a fight with their manager at the time, which was their cousin Dee Dee, because she's telling me he ain't getting off the stage. Well, he was getting off tonight, and I just did not care. I think my G physicist came in, and I just did not care and started doing whatever. And then, to get the crew to prepare for Cameo. So the very next day, well, like I said, I got I learned how to cuss when I became a music director. That's funny.
That's right.
They gave me my respect and, came to me first, where you want this to go, and I really engineer and orchestrate when the lights come on, when to bring up the horns. I had two engineers, your house engineer as well as your stage engineer, and they used to go by whatever I'm thinking, my vision of how I felt that if we can bring out the best sounds to the fans as well as their self. And it was a tribute and an honor to be able to do that. How I felt it should come out in that arena and for you guys to hear, which I find it kind of sad and rare today.
Mm.
The sounds don't sound like how, we used to do the console world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So with that, you spoke on the hip hop, is it Universal Museum?
Yes,
What is that all
Universal Hip
about?
Hop
And who?
Museum. Please go to that.org. That is a museum that we are not only keeping the history, but even for the future. So we're starting with the pioneers, of course. We also have programs and a curriculum for teachers to use to teach hip hop in the classroom and
No, you don't.
benefit
Come
a
on, talk
lot
to me.
of community organizations. So
Talk to me.
I
That's
suggest
it.
everybody really support it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing to cover, the culture of hip hop as well as, what we have here today. And we give out
And
the
so,
awards and the whole bit, in which the grand opening is this year. So we're really excited about that. Of course, it's in Bronx, New York, but everybody needs to check it out. And really, everybody needs to support it because we're standing up for, health,
wellness.
insurance, the fact that, you could be taken care of, just like how SAG and AFTER do for the movie world. We're trying to do that for the
Mm-hmm.
artists in the hip hop world.
Wow, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, yeah. So please support. If it's just $1, become a member.
Yeah, paying it forward. That's right.
www.uhhm.org.
Say that again.
It's www.uMbrella.HenryMary.org. So we're really excited by this being the 50th year, that we're 50 years of hip hop. And what better way is to give honor to those who are still here from the very beginning, what launched it off. And then along the way, have a time span of artists to perform for this event. Ours is scheduled for the month of June. And I think for New York, I think theirs will be officially, in November. So we're planning all of these things now. And if you go up there, there's other many type of events. And we're asking for a lot of our pioneers to submit in their artifacts. We're not keeping them just for the people to see, the costumes, the turntables they DJ'd on, what went on during that time, when it comes down to hip hop and standing up for. So it's a beautiful thing. It's supposed to be like the Museum of Tolerance, right? For hip hop, then as opposed to
Education, more
BT, Rock
education.
Hall
Yeah.
of Fame, these type of things. A little more to it. The culture of hip hop.
Wow, that's a beautiful thing right there. I'm
Yeah, it's
liking
really
that.
amazing. Yeah, much respect to the team that we have here. Clientele is the national for the West Coast. Clientele is the national director for the West of UHHM. Senor Kelly, I can go on myself, DJ Smurf. I would say, man, it's beautiful. Chuck D is a part of it. We just got
Wow.
KRS-One to be a part of it. We have a lot of ambassadors and directors that's spearheading this. So,
No, that's a beautiful thing.
yeah. And it's not
Wow.
just East and the West, it's across the
Mm-hmm.
United States. So, it
Global,
just takes
global.
time to build, right? So, the next project like after us will be the South. We want to cover all of the South history and
Mm-hmm.
and the East, not the East, the DC. You feel me? All of them play a part in that time of the early 80s and the 90s. But we've even reached back before then because I know the word was not branded, but hip hop has always been all the way back to Africa in our indigenous ways. I compare it by the hieroglyphics being graffiti,
Mm-hmm.
the drums being the DJs. And of course, the
Mm-hmm.
warriors that are dancing and the whole bit, those are the break dancers and the pop lockers. So,
Mm-hmm.
the elements has always been there. And we just want to put the history where it came from.
No, that's man, that's so exciting to me to see all this coming together, and I can't wait till it's all manifested and God put His touch on it and let it blossom
Most
into what it's
definitely.
supposed to
Most
be. You know
definitely. And
what I'm
we're in
saying?
the global part too as well. Africa and
Mm-hmm.
other country, Brazil, all of them are, we're going to make sure that it's just annexed all over the world and the history to cover at their time and phase of hip hop when we decided to be in that mission of unity and peace because that's where
Absolutely.
it all started,
That's where it
putting
all
down those
started.
guns and creating unity and peace.
That's what we say over here: peace, love, and respect. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
That's what it's about, and unity. You know what I'm
That's
saying? We
right. That's
preach that
true.
unity in the community because that's what my name is: a brother leaving unity everywhere, respect as given,
I
greatness.
love it.
I'm looking
I
to,
love it.
share this greatness with everybody, and bringing you up here ain't nothing but greatness on display. See, that's how we do it over here. You see what I'm saying? Hey,
You
hey,
so
I got a
kind.
lot more
Yeah.
questions for you. I want to know if they got any for you, Mr. Stilo or Miss C Note.
Okay, I want to know, you talked about technology and DJing. So you come from the best era, hands down. You come from the best era. And so you've got to come from turntables and vinyl to technology now. And now that they're using artificial intelligence and they're using things like TikTok and OpenIA to learn what we're into and what we like, do you think that have a huge impact on DJing? And what should DJs do about it?
What AI is doing is taking away the stimulation to the stimuli.
Mm.
If I mean, you don't feel anything, you don't feel any
Indeed.
emotions. There's a reason why uh, technology that we had back in the day, having those connectors, learning the input to the output, having those hand experience of what it does. Um, the only thing that what is happening to right now, it just happens to be lighter equipment and cheap parts. It still does not have the authentic sound that what we, as far as equipment that we use, that 808 beat, or having the BDWs. My old school DJs know what I'm talking about. The EQ, the equalizer. I mean, you automatically learned all of these things because we had to buy those things to put that type of system up or to create a studio. Now it's just a push of a button,
Mm.
basically.
And one
It
thing
has
that
some creativity, of course, because it needs the human to do so, whatever it do. I mean, I'm using a controller now, especially with stroke, but it's nothing like me being on wax. It's nothing like the feel of it. And notice that I definitely have to come up with the thought process of slowing it down again, bringing it up, or cutting in some words, and the whole bit, which you could still do on on a new type of computer, but it's not so much the hands-on, you
yeah.
know. Um, like I
One
say,
thing
we got 3-year-olds, 3 and 4-year-olds is able to
yeah.
DJ and press buttons and to do, to do things. It's like a toy.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing like working on a car, if I can explain it.
Yeah. Well, I think one
It's
thing,
the same thing like working on a car. The original turntables and equipment that we use is like working on a car.
yeah, I think one thing AI can't do that DJs can do is read the crowd. I
Oh,
don't think that's what it can't do.
well, I also what it can't do is what can I say? Program
Yes,
what I'm thinking.
exactly.
You could put records in there, but shoot, you got to have your brains to do, how you want the music to play. And that changed when you digging in the crates and you want to pull out this record or this. To have a library in your head,
Yeah.
to after going through your wall crates of records and you're putting them in there. Like, again, I can listen to something and tell you how many beats per minute. That's how my ear has been trained.
You
That's
said you've
why
been
you have the great producers of
Yeah.
Dr. Dre and Quick and all of them. We've been trained. Our ears have been trained.
What inspired you to become a DJ?
One, I love music. I would have to take that to Reggie Reg if he's watching. He's well known for being a video DJ. Reggie Jones had DJ my sweet 16 birthday party, and he took a bathroom break, and he showed me what to do to learn how to transfer the music and put on a slow record and stuff while I took it back. That kind of like took it to the edge. But as a kid, I mean, my grandparents and my parents had me, I'm the oldest of my siblings, had me put their records on the record player. Not even realizing that I was getting my DJ skills then. But the fact that I love music, with my grandparents, I used to love them doing their romance dance. They showed their passion with each other. And that was my field with 78s. I know the now generation don't know what that is. But 78s, I was putting on Billie Holiday and Billy Epstein and Diana Washington and stuff. So they introduced me to that music right there. And putting those records on for them to play it while I love for them to slow dance. My mom's era, when it got to the 60s and the 70s, I was the kid that was putting on albums, right? Putting on the albums and playing the albums of certain songs, taking the needle and dropping it on a certain song that they want to hear. And then, of course, my era was the 45s. So, I'm going to be playing the music that I like and I buy on the record player where the disc came into the play. So I had experience with records ever since I was a little girl. It just so happened that it crossed over getting that feel with the turntables. But even then, guess what? I didn't believe like I could DJ. So just started going down the road. Who became my future boyfriend? He was a DJ and one of the original members of Uncle Jam's Army. I used to go over there and do DJ battles, pulling out records, putting, DJs would come over and hang out because he was like the only person in the neighborhood that had like everything. So we all used to come and hang out, and I just happened to be that tomboy. I was tomboyish, come over there and started battling with the other DJs. And he was the one to say, you need to learn how. So with him every day I used to come over to learn how to blend records. And that's where I start getting trained to the beats per minute. When you start learning how to blend records and then adjusting on the turntables. So a famous DJ that is gone too soon, cut short at the age of 21, was DJ Magic Mike from KGLH.
I remember that, yeah.
And oh my God, him and Tony Joseph And Michael Mixon Moore took me to that edge as a DJ. Magic Mike had invited me down to a club in Beverly Hills. I thought I was just coming there to support, you know, the stuff. And he put me on blast, mentioned me on the mic that I was a female DJ. And I'm a Sag. I'm not one to turn down challenges. So that's how that began. Michael Mixon Moore and Tony Joseph, which Tony Joseph came from New York, and Michael Mixon Moore was our a famous DJ back in the day who also became one of our first producers out of the hood. They announced me as they did a traffic jam, KJLH. They used to be on Crenshaw, and they announced me as being the world's first female DJ. So my music, my music used to be played on, and a lot of people called in and, loved me in the whole 9 yards. So I started doing a mix show with KJLH. And then oh my God. Then at the time, Roger Clayton was the highest paid DJ. He was at Mingo's in Marina Del Rey. And I became the highest paid female DJ for the Bitten Apple on Wilshire Boulevard. And I was there for every Friday and Saturday night, which I launched off the group Guy, Rex and Effects song. Sylvia Rome used to come through and hand me some music, and I would break records right there in the club. Yeah, so I broke for Yo-Yo and, a whole lot of them out there. We promoted that coming out of a famous DJ crew, which was Impact Record Pool. That pool right there had the top 75 DJs that in every major club in LA came out of that Impact Record Pool. And we was also, our list was also featured in BRE magazine every month. And I happened to be one of the females and only.
How much of a blessing that is. Wow.
That is so dope.
Can I ask you a question? Okay, go ahead, Miss Shana.
No, I was just saying that's dope. That is so dope. You ask the question.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my volume, so if you guys could just speak a little louder.
Okay, no problem. We normally ask everybody that graced the stage over here on the Shiznit Talent TV, what's your top 5 most legendary artists right now in your mind? A list of 5 here today or gone on home, whether they any genre of music, they could be producer, artist, combination, and or anybody in the industry, basically. That's a legend in your mind.
That's hard, man, because I really highly respect and love a lot in all genders. I mean, if I'm gonna, I can't say the top 5, but if anything, you got to give it up to Snoop. He's always reinventing himself, and a lot of people don't know Snoop was the first rapper to be on Wall Street. See, they promote. That's right. He was the first rapper to be in Wall Street, and yeah. And the fact that he keeps reinventing himself and the amazing things he's done to just bring us all back, to do the right thing and to give back to the communities. I have to give him high respect on that because he hires a lot of people. Trust me.
Yeah, that's a legend by
That's right.
Definitely a good legend, iconic legend at that.
Yeah, so I give him his mad respect on that. Layla Hathaway, she's getting ready to go into the studio and do some new music. I mean, her father is an icon. I have to give her mad respect. But there's again,
that's a beautiful.
I don't get into the top 5. I don't have a top 5. I just love music and the artists that are out there, no matter where they come from, so that's kind of hard. Sorry, y'all.
No, just name 3 more and you'll be good. We understand that. That's why we used to do 3. And we had to
Yeah.
extend it because 5 was just giving it a little more. We said that in the beginning that that's going to be a question that everybody going to scratch their head and say, wow, that's a hard one because there's so many legends.
It's
But
hard.
on today, this is what we do. We pay homage and respect to the legends that come before us, that's been here, that's done that,
Yeah,
and
well,
maybe have
you know, the
passed on
battle
and
of
went
the
on.
bands, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, I can go
There you
on.
go.
You know,
Yeah.
shoot, of course, Aretha Franklin and Patty. I mean, there's
That's
so
your 5
many. I
right there.
can't
That's
just put it in
beautiful.
just a list of 5. You feel
I
me?
feel
Because
you.
I still play their music to this day. I mean, it's nothing like about a good DJ that plays music, all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of music. I like,
Yeah.
there's some nowadays music that I enjoy and like, but it's definitely got to be, again, can make you dance. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what DJs want. We want music that can make you dance. I mean, that's what makes great DJs. If I can keep you on the dance floor, that's what you guys paying us for, to get your groove on and have a good time, enjoy yourself,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
until the night. As we said, the DJs for us now, you're coming from those, we promoted love, the slow jams,
Mm-hmm.
besides the cha-cha. So we're going to make sure you got laid that night. How about that? Or you're going to meet somebody new
That's right.
because of the music that we played. You feel me?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that was a beautiful list though. The 5 that you named, and I know it's many more. And I
Oh my,
understand that, hey,
yes.
you
Yeah.
work with so many other legends, and I mean, you just, feel like you can't, not say one and say the other because it's so many, and we understand that. But I thank you for just giving us those ones you gave us, and then, hey, like you say, the records that you started out listening to, the 78s and the 45s and the albums is all legends. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? So I know you could name all of them.
if we could reproduce the greats and we have, I consider
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Hamilton the nowadays, uh, my guy that did Lovely Day.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like him. His music is in that soul blues type of feel. But yeah, I could take nowadays artists and compare them to some of the legends back in the day, which is a good thing. We just need more of them. You know, we need a
Wow.
lot of
Okay,
true
now.
talent because the AR is able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
can't get them in a live concert. That part.
Yeah,
But if you
that
can do a
part.
live concert in front of people and show you got some real gifts, that's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. But we got a lot of those who's getting by with good engineering. How about that?
Mm-hmm. 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 I would like the world to know from your very own, heart and mouth. Tell them about the Queen's mic or something of that nature, or something you got working with females and trying to educate them on how to be DJs or something like that, right? Am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I'm in the planning of creating a school for one. Two, I do the Queen's tribute every year. The Queen's tribute are the queens that are out here in the game, let alone doing community work. My high respect for them of what I have seen, and business women give them their flowers and acknowledge them because unfortunately, by this being such a masculine world, the women are not as lifted. I put it to you that way. And I recognize, and I think the only way we could do it is sisters supporting sisters. Nothing against the males, because I have a lot of if it was not for the males, by me being the first, you wouldn't have Silky D. Feel me? So it's just recognizing how we get pushed to the side. You know, um, and not get the respect of those. I mean, you got to understand, I had to work twice as hard or be better in order to get my respect.
Mm-hmm.
My DJing or my knowledge in as far as equipment is concerned or anything that I do, I have to do twice as much better than you to get respect.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't, we should not have that mindset. So you can't, imagine the roadblocks that we encounter. Not saying that the males don't encounter, you know, roadblocks, but we have to work twice as hard in order to have respect in this game and not be considered anything other.
I got you.
If
I
you get
understand
my
exactly
drift.
what you. Yes, I
Right.
do. Yes, I do,
Yeah.
man.
So, you know, yeah, I'm standing to this day. I have a lot of women ask me, how did I survive? You know, well, one, it wasn't about the fame. It was the love that I love. You know, I enjoy doing in everything that I do. I love doing what I'm doing. So excuse the expression, although I speak like a lady, I really don't give a F. It has never been my priority for me to be famous or just be, you know, I'm doing what I love to do.
Absolutely. It's your
And
passion.
that's what keeps me going and strong. And I think that respect where I knocked down a lot of things. And I'm going to tell you, I know why I wasn't famous in a lot of situations, because I refused the casting couch. You know,
Wow.
real talk.
Wow.
And guess what? I didn't let it beat me down or beat me up
Absolutely.
mentally, because I've always kept a job on the side to back me up. I've been a businesswoman without having a job, but knowing how hard it was getting for me once the game has changed, right? Into the gangster world, gangster rap, and that mentality, I made sure I had a job to fall back on. So it didn't care, as long as I was able to make my mark wherever the opportunity was able for me to be, to do it. So even to this day, you know, I mean, I hear that I am an icon, and yes, I have broke
Yes, you
barriers.
are.
I'm part of history, but I know there's a lot out here that see me do what I do, that don't talk about me, that don't speak about me, that got videos on me. You feel what I'm saying? Don't support anything that I do, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I understand why. I just do what I love to do, as well as here to serve, to help out the youth or more females under me, so they won't get caught up in that negativity that makes them mentally deranged, homeless, you know, and not having anything. So I really don't care. But I don't have a problem talking about those who don't talk about me. I don't have a problem talking about them, because they're a part of my history and I respect who they are. So, you know, that's the love that I give. You feel me?
Yeah. I heard you
Yeah.
mention earlier that you're writing a book. Have you started it, or how far along are you
And I
in it?
have started a documentary, and the stroke kind of set me back, but man, when I say God sends you angels, God sends you angels. And I have some people who want to help me, you know, to make that
Beautiful.
happen, because I have had a couple of times a movie option, you know, for Netflix and the so in that bit. But again, when I was set back with the stroke, you know, I was too busy. I mean, I went from a wheelchair to a walker to the cane, and not having it at all, and just dealing with, you know, certain issues. But yeah, God has blessed me with some angels. I'm trying not to tear up
Wow.
to
I
make
mean,
that
if you have
happen
to, it's
for me
okay.
this year.
Weeping may
I'm
endure
grateful
for a
to
night, but
launch
joy
off, which I
comes
would
in the
love to
morning.
have you on my show. I'm grateful to launch off a nighttime show at the end of this month. So I'm really excited about that as well.
Okay, well, I think I see your buddy Clayton Savage.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. What's up?
He
Yeah,
if
artist
he's
in the
in there, he
game
can
in
come
his
up right now.
history.
He wanted to I guess chop it up with you. I guess I don't know if y'all haven't seen each other in a while, but if we can make that connection and unity happen right here on the stage in real time, I say, hey, let's make it happen. If he's in there, you know, he came in
He's a
earlier,
famous
but he
musician, as a matter of fact, and he's recorded a couple of records in the '80s, actually.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you welcome to come up, my brother. But yeah, so I wanted to ask you about. I remember you back in the day. I mean, few years. We've been doing the Spizzle for quite some time now. But I remember when you came on to the Spizzle Radio. I was the general manager over there, Bailey Colonel. You know, we was doing it. and you have been blossoming ever since. You was already legendary back then, but to continue to do what you have been doing, I am so elated to have you on the show tonight. Hey,
I love launching off people's careers. I really do. I play a part in, in the beginning where they become bigger and big. And I happen to be the queen in there, right? The only one. But now I see, we're getting more females into the game, which is it's a great thing. But I love that, to support those who are just doing it and being positive and standing out on faith and, this great positive moment. I support it in every way. I'm just proud and really grateful, to just have my little love behind it to make things happen.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So Ladylike is your business. That's your particular business that you work.
Entertainment Group is my business. I do a lot of events. I partner with, or I should say affiliate with other groups and help them promote theirs just as well as they support me and bring in the networking connections that they're not able to get that I know of, that love. And by my reputation in this game as being a businesswoman, as well as a DJ and audio owner, a director, a casting assistant, and the whole bit, have dealt with political figures, highly respect me. So I just pass. They know I'm going to pass good people. You feel me? And that's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it because it's my reputation. It's my stamp behind it. And I haven't had anyone fail me yet. And those who did fail, and unfortunately they didn't come back to me because of their shame, but they should just come back to me where I can guide them to go on because everybody makes mistakes.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Right. So I'm not shaming nobody. We all make mistakes and we just go forward. So, and I try to put them in positions where they be the future.
Absolutely. That's what we do over here on the Shiznit. That's what we're talking about, paying it forward to the future.
I already got a list of you guys.
That's right.
I did. So I've been an executive, I've been an executive director of, a couple of documentaries, some films. I've helped those who, wanted to get the history of us and the whole bit for them to make it happen. Because it's a blessing. It's reciprocated. It's a blessing. Because without y'all, there would be no me. So again, I'm honored of y'all. I'm honoring you guys.
Yeah, we definitely want to, continue to honor everything that you're doing in this hip hop business because
thank you.
You are part of the foundation, you know what I'm saying? And being that part of the foundation, you are, what I would call a solution to some of the problems that we can face and head off before the future get here, simply by you being able to voice your experience in the game.
Yeah, and as a global international hip hop ambassador, I've been an ambassador for it's going on like a little over 10 years. I was honored by the House of Representatives and also the U.S. Congress for my humanitarian service. So, again, I am recruiting. I want to have more those who are passionate about human rights and the culture of hip hop, where you be the example and talk to, delicate figures, as well as real kings and queens in other countries to keep doing what we're doing, to build this godly mindset all over. It doesn't matter what color you are or your sex preference, whatever it is. The point of it is coming down to human rights. And as long as we're being the sheep on that wide road, okay, you're being manipulated to the slaughterhouse. We have to do something about it, and we have to stand up for that and not have the fear anymore. We have to stand up for human rights. We have to be accountable for your actions. And we have to hold those, whether you love them or it's your homie, the whole 9 yards, to theirs. you know, and I had put that call out for all the triple OGs and double OGs to do so, like we used to do back in the day. We handle our own.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow, that's it.
We
We
sit
got to.
down
We
at
the
the
new
tables and
gatekeepers.
we deal with it. We don't go off into other neighborhoods and stuff and create chaos. Because again, the more dirt that we do, the limited on our resources. I don't know if anybody thinks about that. That affects our money. That affects the cost of our housing. That affects us trying to get a loan for a business or to do business with each other. That creates that madness. And it needs to stop.
They absolutely do. I agree wholeheartedly.
We have to
So
hold
how you doing, brothers?
accountability to our own and stop high signing and thinking it's okay because you're contributing to it even though your hands ain't on it. You know? There's
Yeah,
blood on
absolutely. How you doing, brother Clayton? I see you made it in. What's going on, my brother? Speak your truth. Can't hear you. Probably got to unmute yourself. Well, I don't see that you muted. So, but yeah, wow.
Yeah, he probably has some technical. He probably going through his engineering board or something.
Yeah.
Because when it popped up, I had a choice to do Google or
He coming back.
Apple.
You gotta.
Apple or StreamYard. Google it would have had took me into a whole nother thing. So he's probably trying to work it out. But it's up. Much love and respect for this man right here, musician, great musician.
Who, me?
And guitarist in the game.
Who, me?
Oh yeah, Bass said who, me?
Hey, Silky, did you ever go to?
Huh?
Did you ever go to any of the DJ Cali mix-offs?
Yeah, I was there on one or two.
They need to bring them back.
You know what, we were talking about that, and when it comes down to owning rights or whose project it is, hopefully we can get that person back. Plus, to show them that we can support it. I mean, if I talked about it with someone else that we do need to bring the Cali mix-off back.
Yeah.
Right now, I have to give mad respect to Madhouse because they did come and approach me about doing the MC and DJ battle. So I came with a different feel with it, so it won't be just exactly like the mix-off, the Cali mix-off. But yeah, we do need to bring that back. It was nothing like it. And if he's watching or somebody that I know watching that has that can, to have a meeting and bring that back, I look forward to it, how best I can help it financially, because I know part of it is, we have a lot of people that create events, but we don't get the support.
Right.
We don't support each other. So, but this is different for, how you're able to get funding. The same with you guys, what you're doing. I would have to give that information. So there are organizations that supports other organizations to make that happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me now? Oh, there it is.
We can hear you.
Sorry, brothers, I had to jump on different systems. Hey, Silky.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, fellas.
It's good to see you too. Happy New Year.
Oh, well, hey, baby. This is the Queens. I mean, we could really take up some time if I were to really describe what was going on back there. But she serves as the template for so much stuff that came after her. The record labels would go to Silky and see what she liked, what she's spinning, biting her style. I mean, she didn't put herself out there. You know what I'm saying? Like they do today. Almost nobody did, but you know what I'm saying? She got the sex appeal, she got the body, she got the whole package. Okay, don't get it twisted. Even to this day, she'll walk in the room and your girl gonna have a problem. Okay, but she got the respect of the streets. And I don't just mean at the street level. I'm talking about the business street level cats.
Got you. I got you. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And the ones that stood behind everything that happened, They all know her. They all call her sister. They all respect her. She carried herself like a lady through the whole thing, and yet never dropped the sex appeal thing. You know, she was a lady, a woman all the way through. And that's what's so hard to communicate to today's businesswoman. Act like you a woman. You ain't gotta switch over and be a dude to get ahead. I mean, it just comes with it, you know, but you don't also use it as the foundation for what you stand on. You just happen to look good and be the boss. And that's the best way to describe her. She just happens to be fine and the
Oh,
boss,
wow. Thank you.
you
I
know,
see I
And
was
a boss,
blushing.
yeah.
and a boss. You know,
I'm,
she's the
Yeah.
boss. Yeah.
wow.
They,
Thank
you
you
know,
so much.
she's bi-coastal. She has bi-coastal respect. See what I'm saying?
Mm.
She's the
Yeah.
bridge. You know, I'm just one of the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to her,
Hmm.
she's the bridge between the two.
You should let them
Always
know who
has
you
been.
are.
Man, listen,
Let
this
them
is
know who
real
you
short,
are,
baby.
Clay.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm one of those Furious Fives that didn't have a name. I'm kind of like a male representative of her, except, you know, when I walk in the room, people don't necessarily turn their heads and look at me anymore. When she walks in, but if I got her with me, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to buy no drink. I ain't got to buy no
He's
food.
buttering
You
me
know, we
up
might
right
get
now
some
because we don't
upgrades.
live in California, guys.
We
Just
got
to
some
let you
limos
know.
coming we ain't know nothing about. Then I got to be a bodyguard.
That's right.
She's been building careers all this time. You know, I mean, she keeps her
Wow.
personal life private, and I came in kind of late, so I don't know how much of what she shared with you. But I can say she practices what she preaches. You know, I get in her ear, and I'm like, it's got to grow with you. You know, like you're the center of everything. You're
Hmm.
you're so humble that you just keep giving power to people that don't have your intellect, don't have your goals, don't have your ethics, and just quite frankly aren't as smart as you are, let alone your experience. And you guys know this for a fact. I limit my conversation to us black people. You know, I don't have a conversation for white folks. I don't factor them in with this. You know, I go all the way back to the Sugar Hill days. Okay, so I was producing with Sylvia. I had two mentors. I had Sylvia Ronan and I had Sylvia Robinson. Those are two of
Yeah.
the toughest Sylvias that ever did their thing. There's only been a couple of true labels that have been owned by blacks. Uh, Sugar Hill Records was one, independently distributed. That was the first label to get a major distribution deal. You know,
Mm.
so you know the other was Motown. And when them boys come with the big checks, it all gets confused. You know, so many folks is running around talking about it's all me. You know, they're quoting Drake, acting like they ain't like there's just a microphone at Capitol Records and not all them other floors and offices of people working. You know, there's 1,000 people like Silky. They come to you, they say, is this good or is not? She's a tastemaker. She's an idol maker, you know, and she's got the juice and she's still here, still here, you know,
Thank
but
you, Jesus. Glory to God.
I'm
she's
really grateful
she's
for
so
that.
subtle about what she's talking about. But trust me, a couple of
It's
good guys like you,
powerful.
well, the good guys like yourself are gonna be able to tap into it to be able to do 1,000 times more. She's a
Hmm.
plug. See,
Hmm.
I'm a plug, but I'm also her
Hmm.
plug. You know what I'm saying? So when
Hmm.
Silky
Hallelujah.
recommends somebody, it's solid. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, it's
like
the West Coast
move,
connection.
move on it. You know, we don't. This
Now I'm
Hmm.
a
business, this
global
business,
connection.
yeah, this business is not a whole lot of words. It's as simple as you saying you needed a plumber. Who's the best one? You go to your best person. They bring the best
Oh, wow.
person. You don't mess up the payment. They don't mess up your pipes.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's this business is all services, just like other businesses. You either know who to call to get something done, or you waste your money,
Hmm. Hmm.
or you waste your time with your plug, because your plug don't answer the phone when you call. Just have some business pass hello. That's solid, and learn how to spend in your band. I call it spend it in bandwidth. When your plug
Yeah.
gives you a connection, you spend with these folks. They're connected to everything. You see,
Hmm.
when somebody wants to hear that little bit of advice and then run off with it and go back to whatever plan they had, they'll come and ask you a question. How do you do such and such a thing? The whole time they just want to look for this magic bullet. And that's, there is no magic bullet. It's just magic people.
Hmm.
We the magic bullets. We know
Yeah.
we know everybody. And when I say we know everybody, we know everybody,
A lot of
and we
people,
know
yeah.
how it was done. So when you
Wow.
call, so when Silky is saying, "I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that," she already has the power to do it. It's just it's just like franchises. Is this just one KFC?
Mhm.
Everybody can hear about it, but everybody can't go to it. So she's so well connected that she's a franchise. She's kind of
Mm.
everywhere all at once. You got to learn how to step your question game up. If you don't know this business, then you got to start asking questions and respect and do what the person. If the person takes the time to give you some advice, it's gonna come so fast. You might not understand it. So it's kind of like the word duck. Duck first, ask why second.
It's like the song
That's
Free.
a good
It's
one.
like the song Free Game that the Mount Rushmore album with Snoop and E40 and Cube and all of them are talking about. You don't know the game and you honestly don't know the game. And for me, I say I pick thoroughbreds. I'm looking in the litter and I'm looking for that one. And when I do, I definitely can pass you on to these greats to teach you the game, because we want to see greatness.
I want to
We
see it
promote
too.
that,
This ain't nothing but
so
greatness on display right here on the
that's
Shiznit
right.
Talent TV. All these legends
That's
coming up
right.
on the stage. Clayton Savage, you, Bay, all of us. We up
Yeah,
here. We
Bay,
doing it
I
in real
know Bay
time.
has told you the story how we all came together. That was a beautiful thing. I lost my
Mm-hmm.
boy though, but out of it, but it was a beautiful thing what they started over there out in the LBC.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just
And it was all respect and love.
respect and love.
Absolutely.
Like when Snoop got on
Absolutely.
stage at their awards and he said the East Coast don't love Snoop Dogg, they don't love Dr. Dre.
They do
It's like,
love
of
them.
course we do.
Yeah, they do.
We all, Snoop is country. I'm East Coast, but the West Coast always showed me love. You know,
Mm.
I broke
Yeah.
some ice because I've always been this R&B hip hop producer back when it wasn't popular. And Cali Rap, they armed around me when I did this thing for Melly Mel and put this R&B hip hop track out called "We Don't Work for Free." I don't know how we misrepresent what and who we are, but this all started with us taking a Chic song and flipping it and merging R&B and hip hop together, as if black music could be separated. We are
Mm.
rock and roll, we are country, we are soul. If you just look at what's happening out there, this is why I have respect for white people as a people, but I don't include them in my plan because they assimilate a lot of stuff, and then through sheer numbers and better advertising, they appear to be more cohesive. They just
Control
out,
of the media.
yeah, they control the media. We got black media. Look, go online, Google them, find them, and spend your money with them because that's how you get where you're going. The larger companies, we got to make them spend the money with the black media, the black
And check it
publishing.
out. I know they ain't gonna like me, but if they start cutting you guys off from your networks and the home bid, trust me, we have a couple of black owned networks.
Hey, I'm
Beautiful. I
I'm
love to
always
hear
trying to
that
help.
right there.
I deal with a woman, Lady Alicia Hamilton was the first black woman to ever own a network before Oprah. He
Mm.
was married to Alexander Hamilton that produced Aretha Franklin's Amazing Grace album.
Mm.
So I'm just saying, like, you don't need to depend on what you think, that helped you get out there. I mean, we're doing it and we should keep on doing it.
In real
Don't
time.
stop
Yes, we
nobody
are.
doing their business or who they want to deal with. But I'm just saying, in order to create every other culture besides us, support each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See? So we have to do that.
Yeah, we
And
gotta.
then of course, when we start doing it, they want to play that racism game. It's not about racism.
Mm-mm. No, it's not.
It's about our community, supporting our communities and supporting each other and having that generational wealth of turning our dollar. That's what it's about. You can still do business with everyone else, just like they come in and do business with us. But on a major level, the playing field as far as what's out there, we already had it. We just need to take it back and do our own.
That's what I see for the future.
There's this
That's what I see for the future. Reclaiming the hip hop culture, the hip hop community, and you know, saturating a positive narrative out there, changing the content in the lyric. You understand what I'm saying? Going back to that love thing you was talking about earlier. You can play a love song, you guaranteed to make some babies tonight.
Come on,
right now, you play a song, it's guaranteed somebody gonna die tonight. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
And that's crazy.
Well,
that's
what I
we got to
shift. DJ's the responsibility. Ain't nothing wrong with you playing a little, some little gangster music every now and then, whatever that's meant. But if you have more of that type of music than as opposed to balancing with some love or some inspiration music, you're guaranteed something's gonna jump off tonight. Because it's what's being programmed in that mindset and getting up them vibes and that courage or whatever it takes for you to have that type of mindset, that attitude. See, when we were doing, more of again that Public Enemy and all of these type of things. Even when early rap had fun, told stories that had a moral to the story, right? Talking about their downfall and a little story, but at the end of the day, they gave you the moral to it, like go see the doctor, or don't want to ride the right horse. All of these type of things. You thinking that not to be messing around with these type of things because we were putting it out there for you to get that message, as well as how to match to your mate or whoever you're attracted to, how to deal with a hurt relationship when she broke your heart or he broke your heart. We have lessons in our stories back then. We don't have lessons in stories today.
That's what we got to get back to.
Right. We're too busy promoting shooting somebody, killing somebody.
Check this out.
Basically, raping somebody. I mean, that's what's out here.
Okay, to me the most powerful song will always be the message. Okay, it's like a jungle sometimes. Okay, the section where they say push that girl in front of a train, took her to the doctor so the arm run again. Okay, that part right there, combined with it's like a jungle sometimes, is the framework for all the music that comes out now. They're stuck in the violence of that moment. That song showed that people could dance and party to the beat while delivering a message. It's been that ever since. That's why that serves as the foundation of what real rap was about. Yeah, the Sugar Hill Gang came in and exploded. Brought it out commercially across the board. That's why hip hop is in the blood, is in the dirt everywhere you go around the world. We are everywhere in the dirt with we are hip hop. That is our culture. And see, we got to respect our culture the way the Chinese respect their culture, the way the Japanese respect their culture.
Right.
It's not that they don't like anybody. It's not like they can't marry outside their race. They just have standards to keep their framework together. If you go in a restaurant to order some Chinese food and you don't see nobody Chinese working, do you want to eat it? I can tell you wholeheartedly, don't go to Milwaukee and order Chinese food. Everybody is black, no Chinese food, no Chinese people. The first question they asked me was, "You want gravy on it?" And I looked up and I said, "Uh-oh." Gravy.
Wow.
I want some Chinese food. I want to get it from some Chinese people.
We don't know what our culture. See, we keep talking about we know what our culture is, but we don't. And then over the years, we've been able to ignore our history, which is something the whites do not do. Which is why the Rolling Stones is still strong. Bruce Springsteen is still out there. All of those guys are out there, and they've all embraced black music and black artists repeatedly. They even with their money. You see the stories of James Brown, Chuck Berry being told all this stuff.
They just did it with Elvis.
Music is the great equalizer. You know, when you hear Steely Dan and you know, boom, 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 New York,
He
crazy
needs his
man.
own
You know
show.
what I'm saying? This, and then the brother popping the bass, and even then they tried to act like okay, what they try to do is control the public image of our music, okay? And I get it,
Mm.
but they try when it comes to dollars and cents, they want to act like we don't sell records. Aretha Franklin been selling since she came out. How many decades is that?
Well, my
You
point
know,
is,
how many
don't get
homes
caught
has
up in the
Barry
hype.
White? I didn't have Barry White's album. When I walked in a white friend of mine's house, she had all his albums there. Michael Jordan on the refrigerator before I knew who he was. Before his hair grew.
Mm.
You know, he wasn't even out of college. We are Americans first, okay? And we are Native Americans. Our kind of blacks from this country are Native Americans. It's just plain and simple, you know. They play the word game, but see, we allow them to play it because we don't understand what our culture is. We use the word, and because it's English, people act like they understand it. Just like I'm talking to you right now, go out and say, repeat exactly the sentence to somebody outside, and they'll go, and they'll start to say, before you even finish the sentence. They're not listening to you. They're filling in the blank with what they think, and then they're thinking the whole time about what they want from you, and that's why mentoring can't happen. We love to share. We have a lot of success, but we don't know how to be mentored. We don't respect it. So we can't pass along the knowledge. You know,
Mm.
there's a politician that filled in greatly that marched with Dr. Luther King that didn't get the publicity that Jackson and Sharpton did. And his name's John Lewis.
Yeah.
There he is right there, fighting for us the whole time. Here I am, there Silky is. But now in 2023, we have to make ourselves more known. Where we prefer to stay in the back before, now we have to come up front so that people
I
notice
hear
us.
you. I just
And
let
then
you
we
come
pull.
up front. For me, I'm just
You
doing
coming
what
out,
I love
Silky.
to
I'm not
do.
going to let you stay in the background, Silk.
Keep doing it.
We just going
And
to
Yeah.
get you better bodyguard. That's all.
That's right. That's right.
well, I
Absolutely.
appreciate you, Clayton. I love you, man.
You're a
I'm in a
powerful woman. You're a
guitarist and a
powerful,
video
knowledgeable
game,
woman.
guys. That's just, we're
Your
trying to get
heart's
some
in the right
history.
place. The thing is, your heart's in the right place. When she talks about they don't know the game, they don't need to know the game. Nobody knows the game going in. Okay? Her heart's in the right
Amen.
place. Okay? So you don't have to come to her and try to drain her of everything you know. Just come there and say, this is what I want to do. Prove you got the thing that it is that's ready to be done, and then listen. It don't take $1
Just
billion
work.
to
Yeah.
make it. Nobody's walked into this game with $1 billion. Brian made it.
That part. I love
Or
it.
started any corporation like that for real, really. Why this is
Hmm.
what's great about America. Instead of boo-hooing about people coming over here and all that, part of what my mission is right now is to understand uh, perfectly financing. I'm very well connected with finance. You know how you turn money into money. If I couldn't turn 10 million into 100 million, then we shouldn't be talking about money.
I'm
If I
sorry.
could turn 100 million into a billion, we shouldn't be talking about money. But I cannot do
Absolutely.
that with somebody who's using the word money.
Yeah, because
All they know.
you are talking to somebody who at least made, in my prime time was making anywhere from 7 to 10 grand a week. But the
Mm.
whole entire time, I I didn't even think about the money. I'm just like I said, the opportunity came and the money was right, and I took it. You feel me? It did make me want to keep thinking about that due to the fact that I was too busy feeding the neighborhood. I was too busy employing youth that had parents that was on crack, and I gave them another alternative than for them to not go to school. So I was hiring them more to do my lawn. I was hiring them to become crew members as well as teaching them how to DJ or make their own equipment.
Mm.
So that's what I was doing with my money. And of course, when you're running a business, you have overhead. So, you have to keep that stuff up and build more, invest in your company. It takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years to even go forward after that.
Hmm.
Because you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in whatever that you do. It's just going back to Proverbs, planting that seed.
Planting that seed. Absolutely.
And nurturing it for it to grow.
Hmm.
I just continue to still grow.
This business
Well, you're
costs
gonna continue
everybody
to
an
grow.
order.
We definitely want you, back over here. This is your second home. So is yours, Clayton. I
I
gotta
love
ask
that.
you, Clayton, what's your top 5 most legendary artists in your mind and heart right now, dead or alive? Any genre of music right now.
Jimi Hendrix,
Jimi Hendrix. Wow, what a
Ronald
great one.
Ronald Isley.
Yeah.
Wow, another one.
He is such a part of music people just don't understand.
Oh my God. Literally.
James Brown,
Awesome.
Wow.
because James Brown through Public Enemy is hip hop. He's that visceral fight the power that be.
In my first documentary, I said that James Brown was hip hop.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm gonna. There's a. I'm gonna say Michael. I gotta say Michael Jackson.
That's beautiful.
But I gotta say all the Jacksons, because see, I grew up and I saw the Jackson 5, and I saw Michael. You know what I'm saying? I've been a musician all my life, and running bands and everything, and I got my first deal at 17. But
Wow.
I've learned from all the greats. I mean, I could go down the list
Yeah.
and tell you I got a little something for every one of them, from Aretha to Quincy to Arif Martin, to Anthony Carmichael. Every time you listen to a track, my
Yeah.
thing was to figure out which studio. My ears, I'm an engineer, so I know what studio and what techniques and
Man, and that's something that the DJs did back in the day
That's
that we
talent. Now
have.
that's
I
the
miss.
shiznit. I'm just saying. We usually say when we see the talent right before our eyes, greatness on display like now that's the shiznit. Both of y'all. I
I
mean,
miss
just
that. I
how
definitely miss that when
amazing
we used
y'all
to
are.
get the albums, and that's one thing that you did was read who was the producer, who was the other artist on there, the musicians.
and DJ
My
Silky,
God,
DJs you left out, Silky, are producers. There's
yeah,
there's two roles that a successful DJ used to fill that was
what
so
an S.
intrinsic. One of them was becoming A&R, and the other
Mhm.
one was head of promotion. Because the
Mhm.
DJ was
Mm.
connected to the streets. This is why there's 10 versions of every song that comes out, whether people know it or not, and why a good song is only successful by the number of people who remake it. Your song ain't
Mm.
a hit until somebody else wants to do it in another style.
You can't do it out of tune. We're too
That,
busy in the I world. I. But you can't. There is
yeah,
no word,
it
letter I
doesn't
in
matter
I
what it
team. You
is.
got to have a team to back you to make you who you are.
You ever heard the
And they
song
don't talk about that anymore. They're eliminating all of that, and that's why they're so lost. It
99% of
takes
these songs are
teamwork.
remixed. That song, always something there to remind me.
Yeah.
From the 80s, right? You've heard that. That's Naked Somebody or something like that. That's a Dionne Warwick song.
Wow. Wouldn't
Everybody,
have never knew that if you didn't say it.
bro, go back in the days that you started to find out Dionne Warwick, she was that Don't Make Me Over, now that you know I adore you. All these things are permissible inside of music. It takes a lot of people to write a hit
Mhm.
song. If you look at the
Wow.
credits behind something as simple as Dre's Kiki, do you love me? Do you want me? There's at least 10 people with writing credits on that.
Mm.
Bruh,
Golden nugget right there.
there used to be, like, there's many hats, okay? No
Mhm.
one person could wear all the hats, but the boss needs to understand the hats. So there's
Absolutely.
always been many people. The producers are DJs that turn producers and engineers, and they have been the co-producer, fighter producer, and the sound of every record that's ever come out. Every single record, because they were getting a salary, you didn't see their name contributed as a producer or co-producer. So, which is why you see now the Zeds, the David Guttas, they stepped out as producers. They're not really artists, but they've always been a part of it. Um,
Mhm.
Steve Jerome, the King of the Throne, that's mentioned on the song Scorpio from the Furious Five. He's an engineer that kicked all this off, bro. He was with Quincy Jones before Quincy had the other dude. I can't think of his name right now, but he was engineering, writing, and mixing back then in the '60s for Quincy. He then went to work at Sugar Hill, and while he was at Sugar Hill, He trained a lot of the engineers that you see that are big right now, like Chris Lord Algae. And I got to stick with that man and learn. And I also sat with Chris when the SSL came out, and I learned. I grew up with all the hardware, so I know what it's supposed to sound like. These kids, they don't even realize that they got to show respect, not homage, because homage comes by way of respect. You don't have to trust, because if you respect somebody, then you must trust them. You're not gonna respect somebody you don't trust. Stop playing the word games with yourself. You know, Silky is still so freaking humble sitting there, bro. She's a CPA. She's a brain. She's an intellect. These
Now
cats
you
don't,
put everything out there like you know me, know me.
all they want to do is just run in there and go like, Silky, can you help me? And she could ask just a question. What is it you want to do? I want to be a star. I can't help you. God makes stars. I don't make stars.
Yeah.
What is it you try? If you tell your bus driver, I want to go to 3rd and Broadway, if that's his route, got you. If he knows where it's at, he can tell you which bus to go get on. If you
Well,
walk up to him
Clayton,
and you go, I want to go where they make stars, you ain't going nowhere.
Clayton, I love you, but I know I'll have to be leaving pretty soon. I don't know how long you guys
Oh yeah,
show
this
are,
is your
but you
show, baby. I'm
definitely
about to
got
dip.
me.
No, I'm about to dip. We done gone over
I
time
love you.
and did some time, but we can always come back, y'all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Y'all more than welcome. I mean,
I
I
like what
love
y'all
both of you
doing.
guys. I'm so honored.
I
I'm
like
so
what
honored. You
I like
just
what you're
don't know.
doing, man. I'm gonna send you my look. Reach out, bro. I got your stuff, but I'm Clayton at redkrecords.com. Simple as that.
Okay, I got you.
REDK records, .com. Just send me whatever, bro. Whatever you try to do, let me listen to it, and then I can tell you how to do it better, how to do it
That's it.
insightfully.
That's what we're talking about, man. Having that direction. That's what we're saying with the young artists that's going to be coming and gracing this stage. We want to point them in the right direction so they can get the right information so they can have prosperous year in
That part.
2023, a positive 2023. You know what I'm saying? Going
Yeah, because
forward,
it
paying
affects
into the
us
future.
all.
When we get our
Yeah.
heroes,
It affects us
I
all.
don't call them old school. I don't use nothing with the word old. When we get our legends,
I say
okay, when we
experience.
get our legends and our seasoned performers integrated with the youth, we're gonna rule the whole thing.
That's a solution right there. We need to be working on that. That's it right there.
Proper, man. Thank y'all. Thank you, Silky, for letting me
No,
Hey
come
man,
thank
on.
you,
appreciate
man.
you, man.
Appreciate
Blessings,
you.
man.
Thank you, my
Plum,
queen.
please and pleasure having you on the
Much
show. Peace,
love.
love, and respect.
Miss,
Thank you
you
for
know,
coming
Man.
through.
Got nothing
No,
but love
thank you
for
for
you, my
having
brother.
me.
all right, y'all. All right.
All right.
That's
All
all
right,
right.
later, man.
Silky, I love
I'm
you.
sending you guys links, so be ready, Skilo.
Oh yeah, Stilo ready. He ready. He
All
gonna
right,
make sure we get
I'm gonna do
everything
what
that's
Rock
coming from
Mark
you.
did to me. I'm gonna do it to them. They need to be on your show. Who
That's right.
I'm
I love
sending.
you.
I'm not gonna mention no names. Yes.
But whatever you do, we honor it and we respect it. We love you.
Got it.
Hey,
Love
you
y'all.
more than welcome to come back, and you were more than welcome to have anybody come that you know is solid and that can understand our vision going forward.
Most
We
definitely.
love you.
Please check
It's a
out
blessing.
Universal. Yeah, I love you guys, and I thank you. I thank
Mhm.
you for what you're doing. Definitely.
Absolutely.
I just want to put a shout out to
Go ahead.
universalhiphopmuseum.org. Definitely my daughter. You guys check her out. ONEDJSpark.com. Support her. Definitely
Continue.
Tanya Allen, bad creative director, and a whole lot of other people. My West Coast royalty family, you know who you are. Just putting that love out there, y'all.
Do you have any
See you
social
guys.
media sites?
The Shiznit
That's
podcast
it.
show.
This is it. I love it coming out of you.
That's what's
You
up.
are the shiznit. You are a blessing. You are an honor. You are an angel to us. Hey, we bless you. Rest of the year with prosperity and positivity. In your walk, we're gonna support whatever you're doing. Just make sure you holler back at us and keep us informed.
I got you. Look,
You
anybody
know, up
know
to
when
you.
I say something?
Okay.
I'm not a talker. I'm a walker.
That's right. That's what we're talking about. And
Real
far as
talk.
that
Anybody
ambassador
that knows
thing, I
me
don't
know
know if you heard me.
Yeah.
Far as that ambassador
I'm
thing, I
always
don't know if you heard. Okay, go ahead. No, I said, go ahead. What you were saying?
I said that's my rep.
That's right. I said if far as that ambassador thing, I said count me in. I don't know who else might be down with that, but yeah, let's talk
I
about
just
it.
need to be invited and see what you're doing, you know, because I just don't pop out names. So, I mean, this is somebody really has to be prepared for a huge responsibility. When I said that I'm on the UN level, I'm on the UN level. And you got to be prepared for what you want to bring over there. One thing for sure, the Africa diaspora came here in 2002. They wanted to do business with us and can't understand it to this day why we are not taking advantage, how everybody else have taken advantage of the resources and the connections over there, why we haven't as far as doing business. They do want us to do business over there, to bring what we're doing here over there. Because, all over, I don't know if you guys check out Vice, but all over, I mean, what this culture has done as far as gangster rap has developed it all over the world. I mean, they have air shows, there's, of course, homeless and poverty, the whole 9 yards. And so, I'm just grateful to represent that or be a part of that, or what hip hop is up to, the culture of hip hop. Or what we're supposed to do as far as the community and spreading that love and unity, right? Unlimited. You guys all need to know where you really come from, and as opposed to what we've been labeled as. I say black, but I'm not black. I come from a region, right? We all need to do that. So that will give you a better idea of how you could tap into the resources.
Absolutely.
That help you with your business around the world. I have accessibility for you not to sell due to the fact, I have a great, which happens to be a black woman, an international lawyer to deal business with international contracts. And that goes for the artists as well.
Wow, beautiful.
To protect them, because our laws here is not the same laws over there. To wake up the now generation, our laws going to another state is not the same. And they can avoid a lot of injustice by knowing that. Yeah, the youth need to tap into the pioneers. It's just the reciprocation of the yin and the yang.
Absolutely. That's what we want to do over here.
Respect them just as well as they respect me. We all should respect each other.
Absolutely.
Not get caught up in this vicious division that they have placed against the old and the new. I don't say old school either, or new school. I say seasons, pioneers, legends, because that's who we are.
Absolutely. Kings and queens. You're right. Absolutely.
Come on now. I would be here if I didn't learn from my elders. I mean, I met Cap Calloway, and I've even met James Brown, Louis Armstrong. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali. I met him personally. I mean, just to be honored to know Farrakhan provided the equipment for him to speak at the Compton College. So, I mean, my blessings of having people from different walks of life has been the most greatest reward or tribute from the Most High that I have experienced and had the opportunity to do so. We just didn't have cell phones and
all the technology.
But I can at least say that. I speak to that. I actually had sent Farrakhan. They usually have me send him a video wishing him a happy birthday. I'm in that. I'm grateful, man. I don't have to get out here and be the me. I mean, God, you never know who you're standing next to.
Absolutely. I always say that. Be careful how you treat strangers. You might just be entertaining an angel, and that's real. That's real right there.
Yeah. Well, I'm truly behind that. you know.
I thank God for you, man. It's just so
Same here.
amazing to have you here and to let the world see hear your voice and see you in live. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
hey, man, I'm just so elated right now. I'm ready to just scream
I
for
got
joy.
you. I
I gotta
got
keep
you.
it
Because I've
calm though.
already, before I
But
got on this
yeah.
show, had text other people for you to have like Lonzo, Jazzy
Mhm.
D, you know, just
Okay, for
going out.
sure.
And Bay Leaf, you better get with me, dude. I haven't seen you in a minute.
He gonna get with you because he tied in over here. We all partnered up. You know what I'm saying? We doing
It's
big things
beautiful,
to
dude. It's
bring
beautiful. I love it.
the
It
industry
was meant to
all the way
happen.
back full circle.
It was meant to happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you know, not on a
Absolutely.
sad note, but rest in peace to my boy Laylaw. You know, you
Oh
guys keep
yeah.
him in
Oh
your
man, my
prayers up
condolences.
there.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
Rest in peace.
yeah,
Absolutely. My condolences to his family, friends, and fans.
yeah.
You
I had to
know,
put that
good
out
brother.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May he
And
rest in
you,
peace.
you are a blessing.
Oh,
I love your message. And I keep saying that she came from the best era. And given the state of female hip hop, everything's so sexualized. It is refreshing that you taught your daughter to DJ, and I know she has your ethics. And so
yeah.
I
She's a
appreciate
mini
you.
me. Yeah, I'm so proud of her. She's the elevation of me. She's the
Mm,
elevation of me.
greatness.
Every parent should have that. Your children is supposed to be an elevation of you.
Hmm.
Should not try to compete against them or
Yeah.
be them. They're supposed to be a higher example of you. That's what
Hmm.
legacy is all about.
Yeah.
Well, you got a powerful legacy right now. Living legend. You are a living legend right now.
Thank you.
And I am so elated. I'm thankful. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure and an honor having you, Stilo Beach. I'm glad you made the call, my brother. You still there, Stilo?
Is Kilo
He
gone? You
might
went
have.
to sleep, man?
I don't know what he did, but he's still here. He probably
It's
stepped
all
away
right.
from it for a minute. Usually probably got a call or something, but it's always something going. Hey,
Well,
but it's
peace and
always
blessings, man.
a pleasure. I know you got to go. I heard you say, time is getting a little limited for you right now. You got some other
Yeah.
things to do, but I
Yeah.
sure appreciate you. And this thing is going out all over the world. We syndicate it now, so it's probably going to
Beautiful.
even go even bigger. So now we would love to have you back. I thank you again. Bailey, if you got anything to say to her before she get out of here.
I
I
think it's
think you
just
got it on
us.
too.
Miss Shino, he took you. Okay. Well,
Well,
I
I'm
love you.
here. I'm
Peace,
here.
love, and
Peace and
respect.
blessing, everybody.
Yes, we're gonna
Respect
Stay
stay
and much
stick
healthy.
around for a
love.
little while, and then we're gonna be getting out of here too. But
All
yeah, it
right.
was an
Good night.
honor, and it was another classic and great show. I just want you to know that it's
Nice.
going
Well, you
down in
guys are the
history.
shiznit. Come on
Yeah,
now.
that's right. You
Thank
are the shiznit.
you.
All right, I love you.
Bye
Take
bye,
care.
y'all.
All right, peace, blessings. Yeah, wow,
Yeah, I
what
think
an amazing show.
Stilo, you gotta talk louder.
Okay, what an amazing show. Is he still there? I don't hear him right now. What an amazing show. Wow. I'm so elated, man. Hey, everybody out there, make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this on your social medias. Share it all out to the world. We just had a legend, a living legend on the stage tonight, man. Legendary DJ Silky D, First Lady of the what? Uncle Jam's Army, man. The biggest uh, party platform in Los Angeles back in the day that spawned off all these great artists that we see today. Man, that was a great show, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all need to make sure y'all share this with somebody you love. Tell them about us over here at the Shiznit Talent TV. Bring that talent. We want to see it. We want to hear. We want to feel it. Hey, it is what it is. That's all it's going to ever be right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. You got anything you want to say, Miss Cena, before we get up out of here?
I love when we have somebody come on here with a positive message
Mm-hmm.
and really Try to learn something when somebody's giving you so much information.
Absolutely.
You know, we especially the state of hip hop right now. But I love that the women empowerment, but everything's so sexualized, and I love that she said you could succeed for 40 years in the business without doing any of that.
That's beautiful.
So the youth, the younger females could know they can have their own style, and they don't have to follow anybody else.
That's absolutely correct. I stand with you on that. I mean, hey, that's real. I mean, paying it forward, yeah, because we need more of that in the industry today, you know, in the hip hop culture, you know, especially if they're coming into the game and know how to, you know, maintain themselves in a way that they can still be business. And she, like she said, wear mini skirts and what are pumps, what they call them, stilettos, and still, you know, pack crates and get her records and get everything set up so she can do the party. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. I think that's the shiznit. You ask me. That's talent.
Yeah.
In a major way. Bayleaf, you still there?
I think
Stilo Beach, you still there?
Survivors.
That's right. It's all love. We still got some people up in there. I want to give a shout out to everybody that stopped by, came through, hung out with us on the Live is Live on YouTube. Hey, we the hardest working trio in the business. Me, myself, Blue Rag, Stilo Beach, and Miss C Note, and my buddy Bayleaf. You know, hey, we doing this damn thing, man. You know what I mean? I need everybody to definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that share, and get this thing out there so we can get this legend, you know, recognized and let her voice be heard, because she got a lot of great things going on. And I thank God for this show tonight. We put him first. We prayed over the show to make sure we have a successful show, and that it was. I am so elated. Hey, it is what it is. That's all it's going to ever be right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. Hey, you know what this show is, pushing the line of respect, paying homage to the greats and the legends, always on Thursday, so y'all can stop back by. We might have somebody else, but tomorrow we have a lovely young lady by the name of Heaven Ava. I need everybody to stop through, come through. This is a young, talented actress, singer, dancer, rapper. Hey, it's going down tomorrow. So all this week we got interviews, so I need everybody to share this so they can get to this part in the show, so they'll know that tomorrow we got another blessed individual, another angel coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Heaven Ava, a young, talented actress, singer, rapper extraordinaire. Hey, I need everybody to stop by, hang out with us tomorrow on the Shiznit Talent TV. And with that being said, you know what it is. You already know what to do. I need everybody to stay rooted in love, stay rooted in truth, stay rooted in faith, God's love, greatness on display. You understand me? Life of victory every day for everybody. I love y'all. Peace, love, and respect. If you're ever going through darkness, get through that darkness. On the other side of that darkness is light. That light is you, and that's greatness. I love y'all. Peace, love, and respect. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Heaven Ava coming through. Smoke the Mic Friday. Let's get it in. Peace, love, and respect.
Yeah. General, you knew what you was doing. Instead of sending out the bat signal, you sent out the rap signal.